Your boy back. I'm back. What up? Give me a moment here. Respond back to Noble. Y'all see the subject? Do me a favor and hit that share button. Hit that like button. I see Jim was in the building. Zone with the C. Nah, man, it just took me a second to get back on here. First of all, I haven't used Streamlabs forever, so it took me a second to set up. Then they went and allowed me. I had to reset one of my email passwords, so I was able to use this Instagram. So yeah, it took me a quick minute, and I had to let my dog out. So that's what took me a bit for those that seen me set up before. And was that. But yeah, we all alone here. I know it's been a while. Like I've been said, I'm trying to get things into flow motion. But your boy got a lot going on. And so it's going to be a long, lonely journey back into this streaming thing without the help of the few. So I'm waiting. Noble is. Yeah. Oh, sure. I didn't even. Yeah. Hold on one sec. Yo, Yiz, if you're listening right now, you're welcome to join the conversation, brother. As always, you've always been respectful around here. Those who may not know, may not be aware of, I got a lot going on other platforms lately because I said something which rattled a lot of other people's feelings, because when I speak truth, it rattles their feelings. So it kind of helped gave me, like, I already had this topic has been sitting on my phone for a couple of weeks. I just haven't had the time to get to it, but because of current events, this just gives me that extra motivation. It furthers my proof of things. So I may in the future post the video I did on live Facebook yesterday, which got some people in the uproar about these niggas call my mama. But I'm not here to talk about any of that today. I'm here to talk about black men are the prize. Why does it bother so many people? Why does it bother the women who give birth to us? So as I said, this is going to be a slow roll. We're getting back into the swing of things. My audience is depleted from where we happened before, so we're going to slow roll, get people back up in here, and stay on topic. If you want to join the conversation, if you feel somewhere in this what I'm speaking about relates, you have something you want to add into the conversation, feel free to say something in the chat room. If it's something that of quality that we can add into the platform on live, you're more than welcome to do so. All right, cool. You said he is on his way. I bet, bro. I'm live now. So yeah, I see a lot of arguing on social media platforms and YouTube alone, where there's this new thing where what I plan to do, if you don't understand, is contemplate chess. Because no matter how much sense we make, or I'll make, speaking for myself, we always seem to be called names. for speaking our truth. For speaking our truths and our experiences as Black men. There's this new thing going on where now they're trying to say that Black men, we're trying to act like we're the prize. That we're trying to act like we're the prize. And this new thing is a new deflection tactic that they're trying to use to continue ignoring us, because let me tell you something, they don't like us. If they cannot use you as their useful idiot, they will avoid you. They don't really want to hear what you got to say. Now, they'll listen to these little platforms like this so they can use it as fuel for fire for their platforms to continue bashing and lying on us. But it's not for any real understanding. And I'm saying that as in when I tell people why I do not waste my time with people anymore, because I already understand that I'm not wasting my breath on something in people that I can already see that are not even giving you the chance to understand what you're saying. They just want to either put it down, rearrange, change what you're saying, to manipulate it, and then continue to move on. Now, there seems to be an outcry now because there's white women, Asian women, other women coming out on social media talking about how much they love Black men. This isn't new to us. It may be new to you. I remember telling folks years ago when I've been up on here speaking on things, people kept trying to say, oh, white women this, and you don't like Black women. They always try, again, put you into a box. And I kept telling people, I'm a brother who messed with a lot of different females. I don't care. I'm into the beauty. I don't care what your color is. I'm into the beauty in the mindset. Obviously, the beauty captures your eye. And away from the subject for a quick second, there's a video. I think I left it on. Let's just go to this video real quick. Let's get away from the seriousness. I'm going to show y'all something real quick outside of this video. Just give me 1 second. Now, I'm new to using my Instagram on here. So I got to go to, where's the thing where you save? Here, let me, so I don't make a mistake and then show like some information or some shit. I'm looking for like on here where you show your, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you save the saved videos. Not profile. Let me check profile. See, okay, I think I found it. Now, where's the big back? Oh, they don't show you your videos like in the last order of all posts. They don't show your videos in the last order that you saved them. There's a few videos I'm going to go over here. Now, this video here today is what started my beef with Young Turk from Cash Money, from the Hot Boys. This video I'm about to play to you, I had a hot boy come after me today. Study Ruxpin. Go to share. If I'm a little bit too slow for you guys, just give me a bit to catch up on speed. Let's watch this video for a quick second. Let me know in the comments. I got a couple of people watching right now. I would really appreciate if you let me know the feedback if you guys are hearing things clearly. That way I can make adjustments.
Hey, but no, we good. What's going on? Everybody know who it is. It's the official JJ, aka the Stud Slave. If you look over there, we found another study on a relationship. So y'all know what I do. I'm gonna go try to change it. And I ain't talking about the regular one, I'm talking about the stud. Time to bring her back to life. Y'all stay tuned. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm JJ. How you doing? JJ, how you doing? I really just wanted to come over here and let you know you're very beautiful. I really wasn't talking to you, no disrespect. No, I get it. I was letting you know you're very beautiful and handsome. Look, she like, fuck it out. You don't even play with it. Nah, I just really wanted to come over here and ask you, is you single though? No, I get it. I'm just asking a question. No, is this? Hold on. No disrespect. That's your. Well, no, you good. You good. That's your wife. My bad. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. We good. Come over here, photo. Cause I came over here. I'm trying to change you back. No, why y'all be so aggressive out here, bro? I was trying to see if I can. Why y'all always trying? We straight. We straight. Who trying you? You, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, real thick too. No. But no, we good. We good. We good. Why y'all be so aggressive? We good. My bad. My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. Let bygones be bygones. My fault. So you ain't gonna. We ain't gonna. No, we good. I just want to handshake. No, we straight. I don't even want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. All right, we good. We good. We good. We good. We good. Go ahead, though, bro. That's what I'm talking about. We good. We good. Bro, we good. We good. We good, bro. We good, bro. Bro, we straight. Bro, we straight, bro. What is wrong with you, bro? Hey, bro. What is wrong with you, bro? God damn. Can I get my slide? Yeah, I'm just trying to get my slide, bro. Damn, you kicked my shit, bro. Hey, you gotta stop being like that. You gotta change your life to God, bro. We straight. We straight. Enjoy your day, beautiful.
Oh, that troll is at all-time high there. Did anybody hear that? Did y'all have trouble with the audio with that? Oh my gosh. Oh man. We had Kabi Lame's twin get mad at me because I made a comment on the video. She started calling me a whole bunch of brokies. Oh, he's funny. You know the typical hood booger talk. That shit didn't work on me. The audio's good. I appreciate it. Yes, appreciate you. I didn't want to get too far into my whole topic discussion without any feedback. I appreciate the feedback. But yeah, I had Kami Lame's twin come at me this morning, all because all I did was ask her why every time like somebody asked, like the brother keeps asking them on a date, they always be talking about, they're my wife, bro. So she got mad because I kept telling her, well, you want to be like me. She thought she was going to win the war with me going back and forth with words. And like I told her, you didn't get a hard on this morning, I did. Try to tell me about some goddamn Pokemon. Was she out here trying to pretend to have a Pikachu? She don't know how much money I'm cashing off Pokemon. Niggas wondering why I ain't live all the time listening to niggas stupid shit. Well, yo, let's talk about it real quick since my man's in the building. If you listen to No Boy, I appreciate it. Yeah, you good. The misappreciation for black men. If we ain't down another nigga's throat for one of these hood boogers, or fucking shucking and jiving, or lying and telling sweet nothings, even then, because them niggas think they're important. They don't understand their timeline. They have a useful timeline. That's why most black men, as they age, get more miserable, especially them niggas. See, what they're trying to do is make misery have company. It's the psychology behind the black community for the most. Misery needs company. I don't even know if it's just black folks or people in general when you look at the average poor-minded folk. It's like they need a helping hand of, I'm here too. Join me too. And the fact that it's an ongoing subject that a black man's happiness is so bothersome to other people, that other people, their appreciation for black men, their love for black men, their, like, they'll even try to say they're fetishizing us. Bitch, fetishize me. I don't want to hear none of that shit. This shit don't even sound good. That shit don't even make sense to what y'all saying. That women are fetishizing us as black men. Well, aren't they supposed to? Or do you dislike us that much that you can't stand that there's motherfuckers who adore us? Love isn't just a motherfucking thing you use as a tool to manipulate people and love bombing people, but you don't really mean it. But then when you see actual people that love and adore black men, for us, there's women who love us for us, not because we're making this much money, not because we got this kind of job, not because we may be going somewhere, because now they're trying to use a stupid narrative. They're only after our rich guys. Well, last time I checked, there's a lot of white women in poverty with black men in poverty. From my experience, they become very stagnated. Very stagnated. And I'm watching how much they hate us being happy. Noble, I got people around me that even go, are you sure you're happy? Are you sure? It's almost like they don't want you to be so happy they're unsure if you're happy, because they don't like how you handle things. They are such control freaks over black men. They don't understand that they've picked up the same mentality as white racist folks. And those are more subjects that we will go to in more further detail, because with the assist of other YouTubers that dig into like topics, I've been able to find more information on other causes to the problems as well. So I would like to include those people's work as well in my speeches as well, with giving those brothers credit, to help expose and help open the eyes of some of our men who may not be able to see clear. I don't understand how a woman cannot love what she creates. Women have become so insecure that they don't even understand how much it makes them ugly. Finding another nigga that delusionize your insecurity does not fix your insecurity long term. Those are typically women that are looking for fucking moments. They don't really respect those men long term. That's why they're just another bill for a man. That man's always got to work because she needs something all the time. A trip, a stupid vacation. I just said a trip, extra a car. So it's just something that they don't need. We are expected as the men to basically be their dummies until somehow we make it through hell. And if we make it through hell, they're supposed to reap off our riches. They're supposed to reap off of our benefits. They're supposed to reap off of nigga stupid. What up, Jim? He's dumb. They're supposed to reap off of our most of the time our luck. Most of the time we're lucky to get through the shit that we motherfuckers don't understand the situation that we're born in that we have to come out of. They keep trying to say, well, we're men. Well, then when we are men and we're able to place ourselves out of these situations, and you weren't there to help us create the new situations. This nigga said, "Am I what?" I'm watching. Who's DSP? Who's DSP? I don't know what you're talking about, Jim. Right now, I'm talking about black men being the prize and why I'm trying to do this chess-wise, Jim. I don't even know who that is. I've never heard of him. But I'm trying to do this chess-wise because if I don't, the first thing they're going to do without listening to us, which they don't want to listen to us anyways, is try to put us in the box of saying we're coming from a place of hate. Yeah, I don't know him. Who's that? Is he like, you said something about Pokemon cards. Did he do Pokemon or something? So anyways, I'm trying to speak on the plate of why are we hated for being happy? Why is our existence so bothersome? Why are the charm that we have and why other people fuck with us, why is it so bothersome? You'll have niggas will put a cape on for these motherfuckers, will add fuel to their fire to help keep black men at each other. Am I making sense? Or am I not making sense to you? I've never been bothered by anybody's happiness. You ever notice nobody's bothered by anybody else's happiness? They're not discussions. I don't see any discussions on Japanese men. I don't see any discussions on anybody else besides us. The continuation of putting the expectations and the weight on our shoulders. Well, while nobody else gets to be accountable. It's more of a syndrome of misery loves company, Jim. That's what it more is. And unfortunately, we come from a culture of that shit for the most part. And I shouldn't have to say not all. That's something that we should, when we do that not all shit, I feel like we're baby feeding people. I hate lowering my language down to satisfy a few people that can't understand the whole picture. I sat around, even I watched the Young Pharaoh, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm going to do a video on that when I get some time, but I watched a clip of Young Pharaoh in Trasher K. And one thing I observed from that video was how much they really hate black men speaking truth. If Young Pharaoh was speaking the way he was 5-10 years ago, they would have been licking Young Pharaoh's ass, right? Because the black woman was God, right? Young Pharaoh came in and he spoke on his experience with the people in his life. Look how she looked at him, like if she knows the people in his life and she experienced those people in his life. Because, oh, no, you dear don't. Well, black men can get lied on and trashed all day. And then when we're happy, we're still lied on and trashed all day. So when are we not supposed to speak up for ourselves? And have no regard to anybody's fucking feelings? No. I'm not saying I'm not saying that Japanese men aren't happy. I don't know their experience. But what I'm saying is it's not a conversational piece. We are on everybody's conversation. Whether it's cuckold white guys trying to please, the liberals trying to please them. Oh, those black men are hurt. No, nigga, we ain't. Like, what if we just recognize what the fuck's in our face? Ain't nobody hurt. Can't two things exist? Or again, I told you the lack of respect of our intelligence that they have for us. They really believe that we're just lollipops and dummies. And then when they can't corner into you, what they will do to you is totally ignore you. When they know that no weapon they form against you will harm you, they will totally ignore you. I watched this shit play out my whole life. You ever give one of your cousins some really, really good advice about a motherfucker that they fucking with? You be like, nah, don't go there because you set yourself up for failure. But what does she do? She go behind your back and do all that goofy shit anyways. End up getting pregnant. What they do, they hide all the drama away for a bit. Then once they're totally done with the dude, oh, he was the worst guy ever. And we live this is the majority. If people try to say not all, this is the majority. We have hard-headed women. And they don't want to hear the consequences of their choices. They don't want to hear the consequences from the results from their choices that they made. And somehow they've made us out to be their enemy because they don't understand that some of us black men are the consequences of the choices that they've made. They don't like to see black men happy. They like to see us. That's why they always tell when we make it, you not coming back for us. There's so many dynamics. I've spoke on it many times that remind me of Django. I spoke on it when Django pulled up on the horses, and everybody looked at Django funny. Django just looked at niggas like as if, well, if you stop thinking like a slave, that's your real problem. And it's the same issue that we're having now. If you stop thinking like a slave, or stop thinking with this weak mentality, or stop thinking like somebody owes you something, you may be able to ride on this horse. I'm not going to sit here and try to clear up any boxes anybody tries to put me in. You can put me in whatever box you want to. I'm going to sit there and on the toilet pole and shit in it and hope you stir it up. I'm not going to give two goddamn damns of a name you call me or what you think about me. And it needs to be more of a narrative that most black men need to be picking up. Keep your head up high. Stand on what the fuck you stand on, especially if you know you're not a bad person. We watch people make the excuses for some of the worst people. And you're not supposed to keep your head up. Be confident about the things that you stand on. We are the most interesting being on this planet. Even if you don't appreciate us, you can't make another us without us. Huh? You go breed with any other man, that ain't us no more. That's the difference. We're the most copied, the most influential, the most confident. That's why y'all try to rip confident out us from a young age. Because it is self-projecting. That what a lot of people, what they try to do to black men. It's self-projecting, and they hope that we act out an emotion in order to try to prove their point. No doubt. Noble, you want to hop up on here for a minute? The chat's quiet. You in the thing. You want to hop up on here? I'll throw the link out. I know Yiz said he might want to hop out too. If he wanted to pop on. If you got a minute, I appreciate if you pop up. Let me see if I can get the link out. We can sit up here and chit chat. If Yiz want to pop up, Yiz can pop up too. We can have an old school chit chat. Now, I've been saving content for months. I got a shitload of content that I can go over. So I'm not of any missing of content. It's just been scheduling. I'm coaching 2 teams. I'm running a few business, and I just need me time sometimes too, and kid time, and wife time, and then run around time, inventory, traveling time. The time isn't always the blessing. He said he's on a dingy Android. he got the old Android, is you? It's all good. Bless you. But I'm not gonna stop not speaking on topics like this. I feel like these are topics that I'm going to speak on, and other people that have the same experience should speak on, because there's other people that are out there that relate to these topics as I do when I see other people do the same. It's not just a me thing. This is a culture issue. We have a lot of men being ignored that are intelligent, being called hateful things for no fucking reason, because these people just can't deal with us. And they get mad. You know how we are appreciated by some people? And I'm saying some people for a reason, because they'll always be trying to be like white girl. It's some people. You ever notice that? What they'll then try to do is influence that person to why, or then shame that person. Like, and the people doing that don't have any means to make us happy. Again, it's more of, I need more. Misery needs fucking company. And misery will not survive without company. I've been blessed to have the life that I've had. If I had a less life and still have blessings every day, I don't sit out here and wish hate on other people's goddamn happiness. People talk about, tell us as black men how we're the most hated, but then they'll jump on us being the most hated. All because we say some shit they don't like. Most of us as black men, we grow up in households with people who say shit that we don't like, but we try to be respectful. as black men, we grow up around elders who say things that we don't like, but we be respect. Like, why do black men always got to wear the passive chip? In the moment that we don't, we stand on something and call something out. Now we are the aggressor. Either way you pivot, that's why I said I'm going to keep saying it. Black men, we have no real allies outside of the people who can, in my opinion, the men who are like us who can recognize it and be respectful, because that's what men should do, is be respectful, and the women who adore us. Those are legit our only allies. For you to be sitting up here and arguing and trying to relate to women that aren't, I promise you're wasting your time. He said, culturally speaking, as a black man, you're never supposed to outshine anyone who looks like you unless you're willing to use violence to defend that spot, especially in poor environments. And that, not saying what you're saying doesn't make no sense, but it shows you. Do we have a juvenile brain? Right. You're not supposed to have any sense of self outside of anything they have designed for you. Right. That's why white liberals talk to us the way they do. You see it on social media now. White liberals are boldly now sounding just like Germans in them. I'm just sitting like, yo, y'all lucky y'all saying this online, because in person, I embarrassed the shit out of you. Because I'm trying to remove myself from wanting to smack a motherfucker like right off head, and now find new ways to just it's you can embarrass people by most times just using words and making them look stupid, right? And a lot of times it's more powerful, and it speaks to our intelligence when we are able to shift from, say, me and Noble come from different backgrounds, but say come from a street where you usually smack somebody for some stupid shit like that. They're now going, you know what? You sound dumb as fuck. You're not about to move me emotionally to get a response. What up, Salute Hunt? What up with you, Mark? You have, let's be honest. The majority of the space that I'm trying to save certain words for a reason. This is YouTube. I know what I'm doing. Just patience. There's a certain space that they have where they're always slandering black men, lying on black men, and calling us hateful and all these things, right? I want y'all to really sit back and think about it. Without them continuing that propaganda of slander and lies on us, what lane do those people have? They're still creating lanes off the back of us while lying on us and making us look like shit, like they think they're the new fucking Ricky Lake and all the other chat hosts. And that's what started all this chatter shit with all these lying bitches. We came from that generation of parents that used to sit in the house, listen to that child, seal clapping bullshit. And now, how many of you guys recognize this as a kid, that you knew you may not have been able to decipher the whole thing properly, but you knew that what your mother was watching, there was something nasty about it. There was something demonic about it. But your mother, your aunt, or your sister, whoever you had in your household was glued to that type of shit. You said the moment you do have sense of self, you stay on the straight and narrow. People say our races actually have more respect. But yeah, exactly. I know what you're trying to say. Basically, what Noble was trying to say is what they try to do is like a mind fuck. They'd be like, the people who they're trying to point out to you are racist aren't, when you actually communicate with them, it's usually the people that are pointing the finger at those people. Like, especially like the left liberal folks, that's what we're basically, it's basically like, look over there. It ain't us. Look over there. It's them white folk. Like, nah, motherfucker, we ain't stupid. Yeah, yes, you are. And if you don't believe them, then they start calling you names. They'll start calling you names while telling you that person's racist over there, and that person isn't calling you any names. They're speaking to you as a human. There's not even no color discussions or nothing. We're just having human discussions. But that liberal over there going, you see that racist person over there because they like Trump? See? You see? And meanwhile, they telling you, you were supposed to vote for Kamala because you black? Like goofy shit like that. The successful black man that has no hood booger characteristics is almost seen like a golden child. Yeah. And what's so fucked up is what they'll always try to pin us into is then the white folks, they won't love you over there neither. Did anybody say that recognizing your own instability in your community doesn't mean that you're looking for the seal? I'm stumbling my thoughts right now. We're not looking for the appreciate the clap for anybody else. We're not looking for the approval. That's what I was looking for. We're not looking for the approval of anybody else. Because it's almost like, again, what they do, the psychology, they place them above us. So they're going automatically. They think that we're going. You know how many white men are mentally not on my level? Do you know how many white men physically aren't on my level? So I'm not looking at the average white dude or white dudes at all and being like, I'm speaking up about the issues that I see because I'm looking for a seal of approval from white men. The only one looking for a seal of, I'm trying to do this without dissing right now. I'm trying to stay on track. Even though I can't help myself, I will throw out a joke here and there, but I'm trying to use things without giving them fuel right now. Because we're not having intelligent conversations. Right now we're having conversations. For me personally, I said I won't even engage in any stupid woman talk. If I see a woman talking stupid, I'm ignoring her. If I see a tap dancing Negro talk stupid, I'm ignoring them. If I see Negroes who got their mother's backbone still, their mother's panties still on, and their mother still speaks for them, I'm ignoring them. I only want to have conversation with adults. Women that aren't scared to have the conversation without feeling like everybody's trying to attack them. And men who understand exactly where we're coming from and where we're trying to go. I'm not wasting my time on people that are just looking for fucking arguments so they can continue to hate bash and continue making us try to look like something that we are not. Because they keep trying to make it seem like we're these bad fucking people. But again, 76% of black males are happy, married, and taking care of their children, and are successful. That's a fucking high ass number. That's a high ass number. So, as a black male, we should not be, unless it's one of you niggas in 24%, you should not be tripping about the opinions of niggas that are under the percent of where we are success-wise. Real happiness, not education. We talk about long-term happiness and success. You said, bro, the whole family, Mark said the whole family rap explosion is off the backs of black men. Yeah, that's a fact. All the female, bro, you know what kills me about, don't get me wrong, I love a sexy bitch. I'm not going to be in denial of that. I love all the booty popping. I'm not going to be running the bros to be up here because everyone has their right to their dislike and liking. I'm a man. I like me some hoes, okay? But I like hoes. I don't like stud hoes. I don't like hoes trying to be niggas. And I don't like, women trying to be intimidating. Bro, that shit don't move me. And then when you laugh at it, they don't understand how it's goofy. It's goofy. It's goofy. You still gonna ask me to mow the lawn. Like, come on. You still gonna ask me to check the goddamn the window washer liquid, the liquid one. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas still gotta make sure we don't need the oil change yet. What do you mean? I gotta open up the trunk. I gotta sit out. Well, you got a big ass yard like mine. I gotta sit out and do 8 hours of yard work. What are you talking about? So when you see that, like you said, the influx of the rap, it is off of black men because again, they want to be us. Rapping and the woman shit, don't nobody want to hear it. So they have to rap in that shit because that's the only audience that they can gain. If Salt and Pepper and them guys put out an album right now, nobody buying it. If Queen Latifah, they talking about Queen Latifah and one of the other what's the yo-yo? Not yo-yo. What's the one that was with Death Row? What was the chick that was rapper? Lady of Rage and I just said her name. Lady of Rage and what's it? Queen Latifah's about to put out an album. Do you think We Was Queens is about to boost their set album sales? Nah. You'll watch people, they'd rather defend the stupid decisions of people like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and argue with other men about those decisions that them women make. Because it's a projection of the decisions that they make, and what happens with them, they give them the leeway because they're big celebrities that now they go, well, if they did it, I could do it. Because see, it can be done. It's the same thing they do when you have like with single moms that have sons like LeBron James, not recognizing that is a fucking anomaly. A LeBron 6'9" fucking beast stallion is a fucking anomaly. They think all the little kids that they put through mini league basketball is gonna make it to the NBA. Most of those kids, the dream don't happen for them. So they think I could do it by myself because I'm gonna show them, just watch. And all that shit turns into a hard hit, soft ass later. We've watched that happen more than LeBron James. Have we not? Y'all act like LeBron James' story is a regular goddamn story. Most of those kids have worse things that happen to them, so I don't know why we take pride in that shit. The older I get, the more I realize the effect of not having our fathers in our homes have done so much goddamn damage. So much goddamn damage. Y'all want to see some big bad shit real quick? I want to show y'all something. Watch this big bad. If you're in the chat room, Noble, let me know if the volume is good. Can you guys hear this? This is another issue with our people. Shit like this.
Look at this fat son of a bitch. Bitch, you just look like you about to die. Oh, all that cholesterol. Yeah, I bet that tastes so good, don't it, you fat motherfucker, you. In public, I couldn't imagine what you do at home. I bet you probably masturbate with food. Bitch, did you just use your, god damn, bear. God damn, do you have, I bet utensils get in the way. I bet you that. You said, no, I got my own utensils, my fucking mitts. You call hands, you fat bitch. Go ahead, don't choke. I bet you don't. You look at this fat son of a bitch. Bitch, you just.
But bro, are we supposed to take that home? Is that? Let me ask y'all a question. Since y'all don't want us to be happy with women who fucking love us and adore us, that's what I'm supposed to take home just because we was kings and queens. Or not that one. That's supposed to be for somebody else. Do you see how it doesn't make no sense? It's almost like you're trying to dictate our desires and you're trying to dictate to the people who desire us. We're not supposed to be desirable. The more I study history, which I'm going to break down in further videos, we're going to realize that this, I'm going to show y'all that this isn't new. We have been being lied on and this has been this whole manipulation and slander of black men has been happening for a long fucking time. It's not a new thing that's been happening with the internet. It brings a whole lot that tells that, you know, you bring parallels to history. It brings a lot back to when they talk about when the motherfuckers that were snitching, when they quote unquote the in slavery on the plantation. The older I get, I know who was snitching on the plantation. The math adds up to now. Free thinking black men. That should be enough for you to start doing the math. Black men able to hold his own in his own thoughts and able to see bullshit. It's the same mentality. Like people, like what's so funny to me, humans act like we've evolved from something from just 100 and something years ago to something now we're so different now. No, nigga, we still got a lot of the same characteristics and mentality we've had for humans for hundreds of years, if not thousands. We haven't evolved. Insecurity, hate, right? Jealousy, like all these feelings, emotions that humans have, they're not a new thing. They're not a new thing to the human behavior. I think what happens is history just keeps repeating. Just because humans are so stupid for the most part, the intelligent ones get either knocked off or we get discredited. If you pay attention to it, it's been a revolving door. The more and more you pay attention to history, it's a revolving door. Right, history has a way of repeating itself, and seeing if you know history and you see history being repeated now, you start going, start doing the math. But I guess the only math that we're supposed to have is, you know, education math and, you know, tell people how educated we are. Not realizing how much most of those people are in debt. I mean, you can't be too educated if you're highly in debt. Right? Because your education should have told you that you were going to be highly in debt. It would have kept you away from being highly in debt, especially if you didn't have a source of income that was going to get you out of the debt almost immediately. Because some of y'all be in y'all 30s and 40s and still paying off your education. See, there's a lot about history that I learn every day that keeps me refreshed. I'm not ignorant enough to not learn more. I look at that the same as I look at the enlightening convict. Who's that? Help me be familiar with what you're saying. I'm going to roll up again. Nobu, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate you. Like I said, it's going to be a slow start when I do stream. I already know it's going to take time. Nobu, I'm thinking about just starting a whole new channel. Because it's not like the people who are in contact with me, I can just, yo, bro, here's a new channel. Because remember I told you YouTube has been messing with my feed for this in the first place. But now you're a poor messenger because you have debt when you had time to attain your wisdom. Right. Or you, right, exactly. Noble just said, people can be a poor messenger, basically, is what he's saying, because they have debt, right? Saying they're educated, but they're just a poor messenger. Or you had the time to attain the wisdom without having any debt. You can still get to the same place. Yeah, I already know for a fact. Why you think I don't go yelling and screaming about nobody watching me and shit, bro? My shit's been messed up with since Snaggletooth been stalking. So I think I may just start a new channel. That way I don't have to worry about it and just start fresh. Where is Mo? Yeah, I am. I'm probably going to set it up this evening. Well, tonight. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. I got to go coach and shit. So depending on how much time I got after I get back later, I may set it up then. Then I'll send out the links, and then we'll go from there. Because there's no sense in me going live if they're not even sending out my live feed like that, right? Because I never had trouble getting people into my room like that. But it's been a consistent thing now. I'm not going to keep fighting the system. I'm just going to navigate. Because I'm definitely not going to stop having these conversations. I enjoy having these conversations, and like I said before, I want to get back into them. I just need to find a schedule and make sure that when I am going, that we're not wasting our time doing this. I want my time to be appreciated, as I don't want to waste y'all time. But I see it amongst, even in my own family. Motherfuckers don't like when you're happy. Motherfuckers don't hate when you're confident. Talk like what they do is try you can be old as fuck, and these motherfuckers are trying to tell you how you feel, how you respond, how you should talk. And meanwhile, these be some of the most obnoxious, unthoughtful, don't put any thought into the things that they say or logic, but they just say it because they go, I'm a black woman and I should talk. But if you're a black man, you're supposed to watch everything you say. Like, you ever notice that black women can just talk with no sense? You can even repeat back what they're saying to them, and they'll look at you like, fuck, I am, but I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to have to answer to that, nigga. You just didn't make no sense. He said going around 8:30. Hold on, what's CDT time, bro? Canadian Central, right? So that would be 11. It's Eastern then Central, right? So that would be 2 hours. So yeah, that would be like 10:30, 11 Central. Yeah, so that'd be like 10:30, 11. I can possibly. Here's the only thing to be bro. My night again for motherfuckers that be thinking anything. My nightlife is. It's hard for me to stream at nighttime when that's the time I have fun. You know what I'm saying? So, what am I supposed to do? Not have fun? So it's one of them things, bro. What am I supposed to not have fun? Like, that's why some motherfuckers be trying to and I'm not talking about you, and people try to pigeonhole me and like what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I'll have people in my family who think like when I tell them I ain't got time for their foolishness, it's like, yeah, but I got to do all these things in the daytime because by the time like nighttime hits, it's grown-up time for me. Like, I don't have no boring ass laid up bum bitch relationship. You feel what I'm saying? And I find shit like that, when you're living like that as a black man, other people, not you, obviously, I'm not. People who aren't living like that, they kind of resent you. It's like, I don't want you to have that much fun. Be miserable like me. Come on, you're supposed to be old like me. Right, and having fun is making me money too. So, right, so it's hard for me to set a date every night at that time. I can't. It's just now it takes away from my having fun. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm not babying nobody. Like when people are bothering me, but why I'm always busy, or why I'm always this, and I want to talk to me about foolishness, bro. If you would have seen half of the shit that I heard this week, and none of these people help carry my weight. None of these people assist in carrying any weight of mine at all. And not that I asked them to, but to have the expectations of my time for things that they can solve themselves. And it's like, you ever have the same repetitive conversation with people about their problems that are not yours? And there's only so much that you can keep hearing the same conversation. But again, it goes into what they think who or what we are as black men. We're their little fucking go-tos as pets and tools. You could be like, you ever notice they have phony conversations with you? They pretend like they're interested in the things you're interested in. You ever talk to family members? The woman, oh yeah, you're in that. Then next time, I forgot you said that. Every time they forgot you said something that you just told them. You're like, yeah, I'm into golf. I go golfing every Wednesday with my friends. Every Wednesday, I'm going with my friends every Wednesday. Oh yeah, that's good. And they'll be like, oh, that's good. You get to go out and go do that with your friends. At least you get to go do that. Then they'll call you on that Wednesday. You'd be like, I told you last Wednesday that every Wednesday I'm out golfing with my friends. I can call you, on maybe Thursday and Saturday, something. But not Wednesday I can't. Maybe not even Thursday because I may have something else. But it's like they believe them. They not only our happiness belongs to them, our time belongs to them, our explanations belong to them. When are we as black men going to start a culture of ignoring them when they're talking stupid to us? We don't owe nobody shit. Let me ask you a question. Do they go crying to the government and them when the government just says what they say and just walks out and goes to their chambers? When they have their little interviews and they hear you crying in the crowd, but when they're done speaking, they just walk out and keep going and go do what they're doing? Do they do this to anybody else of authority? They don't even do it to their boss. And let me give you a word of advice. I've been telling niggas this for the longest time, and it works. Trust me, it works. If you have a woman that listens to your boss, her boss, more than you, drop the hoe. And if she uses the excuses, well, because I get a check from him, drop the hoe. Huh? Because most of y'all were raised by women like that. That's why most of the women today have that, because they're raised in houses. A woman that'll go shut up at work, won't say nothing to their boss and see some bullshit. Won't say nothing. Come to work and come home and get a man a headache. Man can make a whole bunch of sense, but because she need to prove something that it's not her boss, right? I want you to understand the lack of respect that they have for you. They'll ruin a happy home. So 7:30 is saying Nova Scotia time would be a good time to go live if that's manageable. On certain nights, that may be more manageable. I just couldn't do it on Well, this is my last week of coaching until at least a couple weeks, a month or so, maybe 2 months, depending on, I don't know what the upcoming plans are. So I will have those nights off. So I won't be doing Wednesday. Fuck coaching. I'm all over the place now. Because it used to be Mondays and Thursdays. Now it's Wednesdays and Fridays, right? Yeah. Now it's Wednesdays and Fridays. So yeah, this would be my last week tonight, and then this Friday until next season, which is planning on being to the fall, but I got other plans. So that's why I'm saying shorter, because I got other plans. I'm trying to have my team prepared for the fall. So I want, if I can get them boys in conditioning and shit like that before even the team's picked, and just have a core group of the guys ready, that's my goal. But yeah, anyways, it actually may work after this week, Noble. So I may plan 7:30 Nova Scotia time. I have to keep that in mind. 7:30 Nova Scotia time. Maybe we'll start doing, give me a second here. 7:30. We won't do too long of a stream. So maybe like on certain nights we'll cut it before 9, especially if there's no audience, right? We'll cut it before 9, because sometimes, again, I gotta have my fun nights. So if it's really popping, then we'll go a little longer, right? That makes a lot of sense. That way we got an hour and a half to fool around in case we go a little bit over. So I'm definitely down. I think I may be able to actually make that commitment, because even if I'm traveling, I'm usually back home around 5, 6-ish the most in the PM. Like I'm usually gone around like 6 a.m., but I'm usually back within that 12-hour mark. So I'll be able, unless I'm dead freaking tired from traveling, because sometimes the road can kill me, bro. I just get home and crash. But outside of that, yeah, that definitely sounds good. 7:30 Nova Scotia time. So that'd be 6:30 Eastern time. And what I'm going to do is have more discussions about like what we're doing now. I'll open up the panel as well to give some people some time if they want to join the conversation, and keep these conversations going, because I've been holding back for a while just since I haven't had the time to have any type of these discussions. I watch, and I get tired of sitting back, not saying things sometimes, because I know I have a voice and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I sit back and watch the hate that they have for us. I look at when I see Natasha K and Trasha K in Young Pharaoh video, that woman got hate. They are hurt, because that's what it is. People that hurt us in our past, it still hurt, right? Young Pharaoh was explaining how he was hurt, and they look at it like, nigga, I wish you would. Like, the look that they give him is so much hate. Like, nigga, you shouldn't be. You ever notice how everybody else kind of has a reconciliation because of the harm of the past? You want to know who don't? Other black people towards other black people. We're supposed to keep all that shit a secret. Black folks want reparations, reconciliation, representation. They like seeing everybody else get their reconciliation, representation, and all that other shit. But when black men are telling you, like Young Pharaoh said, he had aunties and I believe he said, I got to watch the whole interview. I only see the clip. He said he had his auntie, I believe he said his mother, sisters, or cousins that did harm to him. And I'm sure a lot of us know people, if not yourself, in your family, that you could call out some family members on some shit that did similar things. But they want to look at you like you're an alien. And then they wonder why our little boys are so violent. Because you can't speak. How do you speak when we know as little boys that we're looked upon as such? Even like, again, they think that we're stupid. We just don't know how to break down the situation while we're young. That's why most times when we're young, we're more emotional. And if it's not guided properly or broken down by somebody that can explain to you exactly what you're going through, a lot of the time it's coming out in what you're seeing in a lot of what with our young fellas now. Their energy is guided towards the wrong places. Their hate towards the other brother for all insecure reasons. We said the only people that have gotten any form of reconciliation are the women of most cultures and Jewish men. Right. We're looked at as shut up, nigga. Shut up and keep taking what we're giving you, nigga. What you talking about, Willis? They don't want to hear that shit. And then that's why I said, bro, I'm on full ignore. If you don't want to hear my plight, you don't even want to understand. It ain't. Am I lying? Am I making up things? So if you don't even want to take the time to understand, because you know who do, there's women out there who do. That's why they're so bothered about it. Because there's women that are looking how we are treated as black men, and then seeing how we're still capable of still having a great head on our shoulders, and 70 fucking 6% of us are still happy and having great relationships, and they're still going, how the fuck do these niggas do it? Do you know that? Imagine throwing so much shit at somebody and 76% of us still stand up tall. You don't understand how godly like that is? This is why I don't allow motherfuckers to affect me. Do you not know the power, how godly like that is? It feels godly. People, they put drugs in the community. They try to fucking CIA hip hop, right? And fuck with that. As soon as we got a little leadway with that, with a voice, they say, "I don't know, we're gonna give you gangster rap, the self-destruct." Right? Black culture doesn't teach its children to articulate themselves. I'm still articulating myself at 43 years old. You know what black folks sound like? With all the name call and hate that they spill when you say something that fucks with their logic. Like they're white liberal slave masters. They sound just like them. That's why I don't hold bars, and why I don't like I personally don't like holding bars, because it's language. You understand language, you should understand exactly what I'm trying to say instead of trying to police what I'm saying. So when I say what I'm saying, or say we use it with cuss words, because it's coming from the raw environment of which I come from. Not because I'm trying to be Mr. Tough Guy by saying cuss words. It's because, we're saying shut the fuck up and saying, can you please be quiet? Do you feel where I'm coming from? It doesn't roll off my tongue going, can you please be quiet? It sounds better just saying, just shut the fuck up. It's a lot more smoother. It's like a smoothie. It pause. Oh, fuck. I'm not going to suppress myself for the insecurities of others. When you look at the woke culture that is of now, do you know where the woke culture actually really originated from? Black men. It's another thing that was stolen from us and flipped, and now it's got its own legs. See, the information that's out there now on social media is a lot of information that I remember brothers being in the streets speaking about in the 90s. It wasn't white men like that. It wasn't black women like that, white women like that. They were doing other things that were buying their time. But if you walk the streets, you would always run into a brother, be like, "Hey, brother, a 5% of some shit," or one of them other was the niggas over the Drewski be joking. Drewski did the skit joking the niggas like Brother Polite and them, Brother Tazariak and them. That shit's funny. And the white man is the devil. Oh, don't touch the skin. Don't you touch my skin. I heard one of them said to a white guy yesterday, "I would spit in your guts if it was on fire." Bro, I was in tears. I was like, these niggas hate so much. He said, I wouldn't spit in your gut if it was on fire. I was like, well, technically, if it was gut on fire, man, I don't think spit would do much, but I mean, continue. And the white guy was just trying to have a normal conversation with the dude. White guy was just trying to have a normal. And I'm going, bro, you don't realize how much you make yourself look crazy. You make yourself look crazy, man. I want to be on your side a little bit, but you're letting the white guy win here, man. It was given over by the black American woman and stolen by the left liberals. I hate the fact it took me almost 40 years to realize how much we're hated. I always knew we were hated, but I didn't know how much we were hated amongst ourselves. I mean, it's so bad that these bitches they're copying white women talking about they're cheering for the bear. I don't know too many of them that even touch a bear, let alone a dog. You bring a lizard to one of them, I ain't touching that. But yet they telling us they'd rather be with a bear than black men. Well, when all the other women that adore us come over and be like, I want to come over and lick your nuts. Don't become the crying to us when we ignore you. Bruh, I've never had no issues getting women in my life. Like I haven't went after a girl probably since I was a teenager. Every girl that I've involved myself with since I've been an adult have been women that have chased me. Even while I have a wife now. So I don't lack, therefore, confidence and the need of I'm not liked by women. I may be outspoken, but I also know how to treat women. If you're able to deal with a person who speaks the way I do, then I'm fine. Other than that, I don't come with no other issues. I don't have the other weird issues that you may be dealing with outside of I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say in setting. Because I'm also not stupid. I'm not going to be at a kid's ball game and be talking like this. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not going to be at the restaurant looking for attention. We're live online. I'm supposed to be talking. The liberals have ruined our countries, unfortunately. I have a strong disliking for liberal people. That's part of the reason why when I see liberal-minded black men, I don't have patience for them. Because indirectly or not, that they know, they're still kind of an enemy. Like, not that it's personal, but their actions are still the reasons why we are where we're at. So to me, as someone who's aware of it, it's hard for me to tee-hee-hee with these type of niggas and even be like buddies with them like that, because we don't live similar. Most of them niggas don't run their lives. I run mine. Most of them niggas don't have a say-so in their family. I do. Most of them niggas have my mama think. I don't. And that doesn't mean you don't have respect for your mama. Just means your mama don't run your life. You're a grown-ass man. Because people automatically think, you don't love your mama, you in it. Nigga, when you grown, these are discussions that we shouldn't even be in our dialogue of my mama. We should be talking like men. Leave the, like they used to do in the old school days, leave the women over there in the room over there while the men are talking. But they scared to because they're worried about their mother coming in. What you guys say? Oh, don't say that. I'm going to say that. Just 1 sec. Just making sure my wife is not messaging me. Or my youngest is on the road. Just making sure they're cool. Yep, they're good. Just double checking. I'll be trusting the highways. There's been a lot of accidents on that. There's been like 4 accidents on the highway this, I'd say, probably since Friday alone. So I always send my prayers to God before, if I'm not in the car, well, even when I go in the car, but especially when I'm not in the car, my prayers for my kids and my wife when they're out, because that, you know, and if anybody, that's the last thing you want is getting that phone call. He says it's always important to be aware of our environment. Yeah, fucking right. And because when you're aware of your environment amongst those who are unaware, you kind of stand out. I've had to be made aware of my environment because of the environment of where I come from. If you didn't, your chances of surviving was either going to be 2 things. You're either going to end up dead or you're going to end up in jail. Or a crackhead. So 3 things. Or with a STD. Think about it. Shit. Or somebody slandering you. Again, and what I said again, how much they hate us being how much they hate us being happy, because they don't understand the things an individual black man may go through in his lifetime to get to where he's gotten to just be in a place of peace. And for you to disturb it with nonsense and stupidness, shows the lack for disrespect of how much you want to keep misery in your company. If you notice another trend with black men, we're popular for 5 minutes. We can go on a list of every black man every fucking influential black man, bro. Every influential black man that had like his run. And within 5 to 10 years or so, they all admit they find a way to slander that man and replace him with the new competition of here's the new black guy we're gonna give your new, it's like a new 5-year, 10-year gap generation that they do for your new. It's to keep people divided. You still got grown men arguing over fucking rappers, bro. Like, think about it. Black men, we don't argue over, for the most part, we're not arguing over things that which help each other learn things in which we don't know. We're arguing on things about rappers and how cold Jay-Z was sitting up there, or whoever. Our want to be even more intellectual gets looked down upon by our own, because our own people are so disinterested in looking further into things outside of a narrative, which helps keeps them a fucking victim or boosts their ego. That a lot of our history and understanding of things are lost, and that's why a lot of us are having our understandings and arguments now, because we can show facts of things. People don't want to hear the facts of things. If it blows up their fairy tale, they don't want to hear the fact of things. There's so many things in our history alone that have been blatant lies, but because it makes or shapes black folks a certain way into a light that may be where white people are giving us representation, we can't speak the truth on it because the representation is more important than the truth or the information. So how are we to make one intelligent more than the other if we're more worried about the representation than the information? How many of y'all sit down and teach history, actual history, to your kids? I see y'all teach them stupid coon dances. And I don't mean victimize history. I mean real history. Or is history too boring for our, again, is history too boring for us? Black men have been great since black men have been great. I know that may sound crazy, but you don't understand how great we've been and how suppressed we've been for so fucking long. The fact that we are still to be able to be calm, loving, and still probably the best representation of fatherhood, and still being able to endure without having resources to anything and living under the rulership of a system that doesn't favor it. Not even us. That doesn't favor anybody. But because of all the other things that are thrown us with our own people lying on us, it makes it even harder. Y'all remember the DEI shit? The DEI had nothing to do with black men. They ain't even fighting for black men. The DEI was for women. I mean, I thought they already had their women, like, The black man doesn't try to be like anybody else outside of himself. Now, he may be influenced by others inside of his culture, which may be good or bad. But typically, the black man is not trying to be anybody outside of the best version of himself. Why we're so hated for such, and how we're always accused for the 24%, because a lot of the women like to dibble and dabble with the 24%. We get blamed in the 24%. When there's 76% of black men who are not in the same situation, which is amazing. And part of the reason why I want to continue speaking like this, because if we're already at 76% and we see Noble, you've been around for years if you're still in the chat room. You remember years ago when we all first, very few guys that were on YouTube speaking about these type of issues? Now these issues are viral and they are everywhere with many content creators, many. So if people don't think that speaking them truths does not have an impact or influence on other black men, you've already seen the results. Are you back? I'm just live right now. Yeah. It's still hot as hell out there. Thank you. Shut that door for me. No, I'm cool. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, babe. He said white women benefited from DI more than it. Yes, they did. You even got them lying at their heritage. Most of them now, they up here acting like they got a Native American heritage, just so they can get DEI and that too. But again, because we have a group of people that have learned from those type of women, the poorest have learned from their poorest. The more you pay attention to welfare, you start seeing where our mentality changed. It was in when they introduced welfare. Our poor started thinking like they're poor. We weren't thinking like that before then. And it only got worse with television programming. Excuse me, I should say in masses. Because like I said, the further I've researched history, bro, we've been getting stabbed in the back for a long time. We just have women amongst us that don't like us. What they've seen is what happened in Europe, right? In some places in Europe was because white women didn't have rights, and even when they came over here, didn't have rights. And that was by all fault of the men who they chose to raise, right? Because those were the men that they raised, right? And because of the abuse and all the things that they've dealt with, they want some of them, because it's not all, because there's also a cell, which is also a part of, the German guy with the mustache, which is also a part of them guys is, and whoever's backing them up, part of their crew. So you have them who seen the opportunity and stole the plate because they just hate men. Like, people act like, all women are angels. Like there's not women that just hate men. Have y'all seen some of these teenage girls hate men? Where the fuck they learn that at as a teen? They haven't experienced enough to hate men the way they hate men. It's a taught down behavior. So where our women have picked up this taught down behavior, they don't like us and don't have no respect for us and hate when they indeed see us in true peace and happiness, because when they know that they can't do anything about it, it turns into hate. Because they want to influence you to be miserable with them. We don't have a big thing as black men trying to have misery for company. We're just trying to find peace and understanding. And I think that's what separates us from a lot of people. Because what they're trying to do is have dominance. What they're trying to do is have benefits. Right? Have little toy soldiers. All we want as black men is prosperity, peace, and understanding. And it speaks to whether you believe in it or not, that there is a God and devil, because a lot of us are so godlike, it shows. A lot of them are so devil-like, it shows they cannot contain themselves. They cannot contain themselves like this woman right here.
Look like you about to die. Oh, all that cholesterol. Yeah, I bet that tastes so good, don't it? You fat motherfucker, you. In public, I couldn't imagine what you do at home. I bet you probably masturbate with food. Bitch, did you just use your, god damn, Bear. God damn, do you have, I bet utensils get in the way. I bet you that. You said, no, I got my own utensils, my fucking mitts. You call hands, you fat bitch. Go ahead, don't choke. I bet you don't. You look at this fat.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, she gone now, Noble. She was just in for a quick second. You missed her. I'm gonna show you something that's being raised in our homes. As a father, if we have any fathers watching this now or later, let me know in the comment section. Would this be your child, or would you smack that motherfucker upside the back of the head? I'm about to play it here in a second. Make sure it's paused. Go to share. Share screen. Watch this. I'm trying to. Is that dick? Is that dick dipping or something? The fuck? We went from stomping this, the eight town stomp and different, like, there's different if you had your own city stomp and different. We went from we never. I've never gotten in front of. You can't make this shit up. This is the shit that they're raising. And I see it all over. This is the whole new generation. Like, they try to say that we was bad, but at least we had some fucking culture and we had some fucking knowledge and awareness. We had some sort of awareness. They don't. I told my son last week, If I ever catch that little nigga running around doing, what's that stupid dance they be doing? Oh, you know that, all that stupid shit? He laughed at me. He's like, Dad, you crazy. I said, if I catch you doing it though, it's gonna be a different conversation. We having fun laughing at it right now, gonna have fun. If I catch you, I'm gonna start questioning. You're gonna have to deal with me, son, because we not doing that. So
Blood, what the fuck is you doing, blood?
and you see a lot of this shit now, and it's full of this shit on social media. When we grew up wanting to be thugs, the majority of us had to hide it, especially if the fathers were around. Our mothers weren't dressing us up and rewarding and calling it cute and all that shit. Like, we came from the generation where we had to hide pulling up your pants. My dad told me a story the other day, which was so funny because I almost forgot it until he brought it up. I think we would have been around 10, 11. This would have been, I'm trying to remember now, because it would have been around just after like Snoop had came out. It had to been. So we all got into the locker room because our head coach was gone away for that game. So we all had planned to want to be gangsters that goddamn game and go out and play with our shorts hanging like gangsters, because we wanted to be, you know, it was before the shorts changed, it got long, so niggas still had them short shorts, early 90s. And my dad said, them white boys was out there whooping y'all ass up and down the floor. And I just sat back. He said, I sat back in the stands. I'm going, something wrong. Because it don't happen. It didn't happen. He said, something's off. So he said, I sat back and I looked at y'all for a second. I said, hold on one second. So he said, he went down to the assistant coach and said, pull him off the court. That's my son, pull him off the court. And I remembered it now that he said it. I sat down on the bench for a second. He was like, what you doing? I said, what you mean what I'm doing? He's like, you getting beat up and down there, up and down like you got a dress on. But it's because all you guys trying to do this new thing and hang with your pants off on the ground. He said, pull your pants up or you ain't going back in the game. So obviously I pulled my pants up because I'm trying to go back in the game. He said, when y'all went back in the game and fixed those pants, we obviously turned things around and won the game. And it goes to show you that how many of us are missing the fathers in the home that are going, hey, stupid, that's stupid. We're being rewarded for stupid behavior and stupid actions that come with consequences that are not rewarded. And I feel like when you have a man there, especially black men who have experienced being accused, lied on, and abused, a history full of it, they're more well aware to be capable to give that information to their children. I think a lot of our women, especially when they're held up on and dependent on waiting for the next check, or, you know, the government giving away, so we might as well get some anyways. That type of mentality, when that's raising our fucking kids, that's why we're getting a bunch of kids who use excuses after they're always trying to find a scapegoat. They're always trying to take the easy way. That don't want to man up. Because we're being raised by people that are not showing us the reward, what it's like for being upstanding, basically. When there is, right? You say you didn't start sagging until I started wearing skinny jeans, then stopped shortly after. Well, we were the era where the saggy jeans started originally, right? So we kind of started the saggy jeans era, and looking back at it, yeah, that shit was goofy. But you look at it, it was Snoop Dogg's and fuck my eyes. What Snoop Dogg? What would have been 93? You would have had I know I'm missing a few people. Bone Thug, Snoop Dogg. What was the fast rapper? Yeah, MC8. I know I'm missing somebody else too that influenced a lot of that stuff, right? I think Domino was even 93, if I'm correct. We had a lot of that stuff, especially that West Coast influence stuff. The New York guys was doing it, Onyx. So that influenced us as young men because we looked at the old heads wearing them high pants and high shorts as corny. Right? And it is still corny. It is still corny. Like, I'm still not wearing no clothes like that. I don't care how old I get. I'll go into the store with the wife sometimes every now and then, Noble, and you see the moo-moos and shit like that, them old white women dresses that they be wearing. And I look at it and go, if you ever I do it to her every time. If you ever, we not doing that. We not doing that. I don't know how them men, my eye watery as shit. I don't know how them men is sitting around looking at them badly shaped miniature cows. Oh, my eye is watering. Just start watering like a mug. In them ugly designed ass dresses. Y'all gotta tell me, no wonder why white men wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to go outside to do nothing. You got your wife wearing them ugly ass moo-moos and shit. Body built like 4 Roseannes. You wobble like this. Yeah, I be seeing why them. Oh. Yeah, I think for the most part, my eye won't stop watering. I don't know what the hell's going on. I think for the most part, you only got bums now who sag their pants. I don't really know what the young generation, I'm not out there in the streets watching what the young guys are doing. So them niggas could be still sagging they. Well, yeah, I see some of the drill shit. Them shits is down like to their knees and now. That shit's a little weird. Cause like when we sag, I know we sag the bit to where you can still run a little bit. Like everybody used to say to us, y'all sagging, what you gonna do when the police chasing y'all? Well, a lot of us didn't get caught. I'm just saying. These new niggas got this shit down to their goddamn like knees. We just had ours like our bum a little bit, half butt. Right? Ours was more half butt. Now you did have some people who did wear it sloppy and have it under their butt. But even now I look back, bro, that big heavy shit that we were doing, that triple XL, 5XL t-shirt shit, nigga. Yeah, we were a little bit retarded. And I used to hit the hood with them shits all fucking what's that spray? Airbrush. I used to have a dope ass artist that airbrushed all my gear, right? Like I used to do gear for like for the ball team, for my shows and shit. So I used to have like these airbrush gear. I remember I showed you the t-shirt. I got like one left. After all these years, somehow I still got one left. I started off, it was dope too. Like everybody kind of had like their own edition of different things. The ones I gave certain people certain things, certain people had their, but I had my own edition that no one else had. Like I had my I took like all the old black sitcoms from back in the 70s and made my own edition. So I had like my own airbrush, Sanford and Son Jank, Jefferson's, Good Times, What's Happening, and I'm probably missing another one. But anyways, I still only have my JJ one left. That's it. I wish I still had the other ones. They were dope. They were fly. But yeah, the big T-shirt shit, the oversized clothes was a lot goofy for us. But again, it shows you how much we are influenced by hip hop and other little boys amongst the culture. Because when you realize it, none of these niggas are nothing to look up to. They just influence us at a young age. As you get older, you realize a lot of them are still little boys. They just happen to be a couple years older than us. Like you look now, it's kind of silly how much we allowed Snoop Dogg and them guys to influence us, right? Like you still have niggas that still think they're Tupac. You ever been around a nigga who always try to siphon their energy as like they're Tupac? I know you all know one nigga that wants to be Tupac. They'll want to hear no other nigga music play besides Tupac. Like, nigga, Tupac been gone for like 30 years. None of that music is new at all. I want to hear something new. Now I want to hear nothing new. None of these rappers are really the Tupac ever. Tupac's the realest rapper ever. Biggie is a bitch, nigga. Like, nigga, this shit, nigga, it's old, my nigga. Let it go. Niggas be trying to fucking enter they Tupac and shit. Niggas be still killing me with that shit. He like New Yorkers be still, Biggie, I'm still, bro. You're not. But yeah, before I get up out of here, I just want y'all to know, as black men, that we are more well represented and we are well more calm. We are well more blessed than what the media or what social media or people who don't like us may say other than. I just want to tell y'all, don't lose your head. Stay focused. Go get that money. Go be healthy. Find you a chick that listens to you. And if she don't listen to you, you don't need her. And if someone's trying to tell you otherwise, you don't need to listen to them. All you need in this life of sin is a chick that listens to you. You don't need to listen to this shit. Stay focused. Noble, I appreciate you showing up. Yes, you earlier. And the other fellas, Mark Hunt, you too. Shout out to everybody else that popped through. Appreciate y'all. I'm out. I'll at y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.